Welcome one and all to another episode of Swiss's Commuting Madness. And if you're new to the channel or you haven't yet subscribed, please hit the pause button and subscribe. Now, this first clip, we're in 20-Minuter Alley and we're about to see a 20-minuter arrive, but I have to say, this is a bit different. So this is one where I'm going to have to eat my words about 20 minuters because he goes down the outside of the traffic filtering. He doesn't push his way right to the front in that narrow gap between the traffic light island and the car at their front. He's going to pull into a gap behind it, which is quite sensible, but very, very unlike a 20-minuter. So it would appear that there are some delivery riders out there that do have some self-preservation. In this next clip, we're on Epsom Downs where I live. And what we're looking out for is the light blue Volkswagen T-Roc. Now, I've paused the video here just to show there are cars coming towards us and a car coming in from the right-hand side as we look at it. And the car on the right-hand side is wanting to turn left, and the other cars opposite are going straight on. So it's very odd that this woman then decides she's going to brake, and then at the last minute decides she wants to turn left. Which is okay. I mean, clearly she's not that au fait in where she's going. However, she's looking left. She's not looking right or straight ahead at the traffic coming onto the roundabout. She is looking left. And she's also got iPods in her ears. Pretty sure that car has got Apple CarPlay built in as standard, but hey, what the heck. And now she's going to look right, which is, quite frankly, about 7 or 8 seconds too late. She should have been doing that ages ago. It does make me wonder where people get their licence from. Back to my early morning commute, we're going up to the top of Richmond Hill, and I'm following a red Volvo. As we approach the roundabout, the red Volvo is indicating he wants to turn right at the roundabout. Now that's a bit odd because I know at this time in the morning Richmond Park is not going to be open, so why he wants to go in that direction is a bit odd. But it turns out, of course, he doesn't actually want to turn right at this roundabout. He wants to turn right at the next roundabout. So, way to go, Idaho. And I've just about made it to work in the People's Republic of Colindale. I approach these set of traffic lights, and people regularly jump these traffic lights. This one, oh, it's quite a goodie. I've highlighted where the traffic lights are and where the stop line is. As we roll the footage forwards, we see the lights changing. So it must be red for the Vauxhall Astra. But unfortunately, it's not the Vauxhall Astra we're looking at. It's the white Mercedes behind it, who has somewhere in the region of about 3 cars' length to stop when the traffic lights are already red. So we're going to slow the film down and we're going to measure the amount of time they have to stop. And as you can see, it's, all the way through into next week. But she's going to go anyway. Well, that's amazing with me, Carl Hooper. And we're back to the traffic lights at the end of 20-Minuter Alley. I'm following this Kia Niro, and he's going to want to go to the inside lane, and I'm in the outside lane. I'm going to pause the video here for the simple reason that I know there are going to be a couple of usual suspects that will say, oh, well, you shouldn't be hanging around in his blind spot. Well, I'm not in his blind spot, and if I can see his face in the mirror, he can see me. So there's no excuse for him not having seen me. His car starts angling towards the outside lane. There's no indication. He hasn't checked his mirrors. He is just going for it. And of course, because his car is now at an angle, I am in his blind spot, which I wouldn't be if he was going straight ahead. I'm already coming off the throttle and starting to brake. Let's come on to that blind spot issue, because that is a car fitted with a blind spot detection software. Going to alert him to anything in the blind spot. So either he's not paying attention to it, or we have to question, does it work? And I'm going to say, does it when I first met Andy Dufresne. And we're back in Richmond, and I'm sitting behind this scooter rider. He's on an L plate, and what we're looking at is, what is he doing with those wing mirrors? Because from my position, all I can see is sky. I should be seeing his face in both wing mirrors so that he can see me or what's going on behind him. So where are they pointing for him? Clearly not at the road behind him. Now I'm behind him to the right, and still I can't see his face, so he can't see me. And now I'm behind him and to the left, and still I can't see his face. So neither mirror is doing anything of use for him. What on earth are they being taught at CBT classes? And it's the same day, and now we've got to the top of Richmond Hill, and there's a sharp turning to the left. Sun's shining towards me, but I've stopped the film because you can see there is a mother and a daughter about to start to cross the road. I'm coming down the road, I'm doing 20 miles an hour, it's the speed limit, but they're going to step out anyway. They can't fail to have seen me if they look up the road at the traffic. And they're going to walk extremely slowly across the road. The mother never looks up at any point, and they just dawdle across the road. Now, I don't have a problem with people crossing the road or even crossing slowly, but they could at least acknowledge that I have had to slow down to a walking pace for them. The daughter is looking directly at me and thinking, oh, maybe we should get off the road here. But as I say, the mother never looks up at any point, and there is no thank you. The self-entitlement's just beyond me nowadays. And this is in stark contrast to the other side of Richmond Park. I'm going through New Malden. There's an old boy waiting to use a pedestrian crossing.
That's all right.
What's wrong with a bit of politeness and just common courtesy to our fellow human being? Anyway, that's enough of me droning on about people doing stupid things or being impolite. So, if you've liked this video, hit the like button, and until next time, stay safe out there, guys.